Almost.
Now
We
we're
are
live.
live. This is episode 10 of the fastest growing podcast on Facebook.
What's up, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
And I have my wonderful co-hosts, Wise and Mrs. Sean Williams. And today, wonderful listeners, we're going to talk about love. What is love? What makes you feel love? How do you know it is love? How do you know it's not love anymore? And
How do you know it didn't even get to love because it didn't just go there because y'all ain't connect?
How do you get to love?
Mm-hmm.
Can
what
only
makes you connect? What makes you connect? What brings that connection? Because some people get lust and love confused.
Aha, that's a good one.
So
that's not a bad confusion though all the time.
And we're off.
I mean, less confused with love is better than getting love confused with like finance or pity.
Yes, but all right, my first question to bring it all out. Would you rather be in lust or in love?
Depending on who it is.
No, if you wanted something serious, if you was at this point in life where you're like, I want to settle down, I want something serious. I like this person. I think this person is a good person. They have good character and everything. Would you rather have the lust part or the love part?
Let's be honest.
I'm gonna drop some radical honesty.
Right. So for me, I think that you're in lust first.
All the time. You always start out lusting.
I think you're in lust first. Like, because people act like, looks don't matter. Yes, the hell.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
And then not only do they matter, I think that comes before anything. It's the like, or when you see somebody across the room, it's not like I like him. It's like, oh, he fine. Mm-hmm. Let me get his number. She fine. Let me push up. It's never, oh, I think I like her and she's going to be a good mother one day. It's not that. It's not that. So I think.
I had somebody on a dating site tell me that they were a sapiophile.
What the hell is that?
Someone that's attracted to your intellect. I'm like, dude, let me clue you in. I want you for two things. Pleasant conversation and to bang me like a fucking screen door in a hurricane. I don't give a ringing fuck about what you think about my intellect. I don't care. I know what my GPA was.
Right.
But see, at that point, were you looking? You wasn't looking for anything super serious at that point, were you?
But I met Dave like a week later.
And Dave gave you a different vibe.
Dave gave me one.
Hold on, y'all.
A solid. No. Dave was like a bad boy. Oh no, a good man with bad boy tendencies.
Okay.
And that to me is like a package.
Me too.
Like you're a good man. Like there's gas in the tank, there's money in the bank.
Right.
You know, you don't beef your ex for child support. You don't beat nickel and dime your kids. Like you hold down a responsible job. You have a profitable, like he's got everything you could ask for. Attractive, you can take, but you can take him to your niece's like 6th grade brunch. And bangs me like a screen door.
Right, but see that's the thing. Right. Like Sean will tell you. I've always been a very a very complicated person. I don't think I'm complicated.
That's a good way to put it.
But I'm very picky when it comes to women. And my thing is, I don't care if you look like Alicia Keys, Halle Berry, whatever. If I don't like your personality, if I don't like your character, you can have the fattest ass in the world. I don't want to mess with you. I'm serious.
Yeah, he's right.
I would really be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And she would tell you, there have been people that's like, oh, come on, Wise Week. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. And they're looking at me like, yo, what the hell is wrong with you? But to me, it's all about your character. It's all about the way you treat others. Because you could be beautiful on the outside and horrible on the inside.
That's the truth.
So when you're like, I can't sleep with a person like that. Me personally, I can't speak for anyone else. But I have friends that's like, nigga, what's wrong with you? But me personally, I can't do it. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather take a cold shower, whatever. But if I can't vibe with you, I can't even lust with you. So it has to be that connection. We have to have some type of connection. Like I said, you could be beautiful, but if you're only beautiful externally, you already lost. So that's just my theory on things. As young ladies, y'all may look at it a little different, but coming from the male perspective, that's how but a lot of males don't look at it like me. Like I said, I'm a little different.
No, but before I got into this relationship 8 years ago, I had a couple of friends with limited benefits. And when this whole thing started, they were like, well, I really wanted to get something started. I've known you for half my life. What day were you gonna start? Well, you have to tell me you were interested in getting something started. I gave you my address. Like, I gave you my address. I invited you to come out with my friends. Like, what do you need? Like an engraved invitation on ancient parchment? Like, what's the problem here? And it's like, oh, you never gave me a chance. You didn't ask for a chance.
Right.
Like, you gotta ignore it.
But see, the thing with that
is where nobody has to ask. And for me, that's love. Like, nobody had to ask. We just kept showing up. We couldn't stay apart for more than a week, even in the very beginning. If you can ignore me for 2-3 weeks, I will never love you.
Right. That's true. That's true. And the same with me. We met, and it was like, it was kind of like, honestly, we met, we talked for 4 hours on the beach, and then it was off to sailing after that. And like you said, it was never like you ignore me for a week or two or whatever. Like, after, Kevin literally said, where do I sign up? It was like off to the races. And, the love did come. I want to say it came quick, but I think we were what we were both looking for at that moment. And just the little things that was happening and stuff like that. Because I asked Kevin, how did you know I was the one? How did you know that there was, this thing, going to love? And as you all know, Kevin had kidney failure, and I went to the hospital. I mean, we're 2 months in. It wasn't even I went to the hospital and I brought him food. And he was like, that was the best tuna sandwich. that I've had.
Tuna fish, okay.
Till this day, he thinks I make the best tuna sandwich in the world. But it was that for him, that small gesture of coming to see him, coming to pick him up from the hospital, and just like Barbara says, showing up. That was it for him.
I just had a friend that texted me that said, love is commitment, honesty, respect, loyalty. It's something that grows over time between two people. And I agree with that.
I agree with that too.
I agree. I like
tell her, here's to her or him.
It was a her, but I also feel like people say love at first sight.
Do you believe in that?
I really, like I said, I believe in lust at first sight, but you can't love somebody you don't know. So how could I love you at first sight? Now, let me tell you how that can happen though. Say like Sean, you my sister, you have a homegirl, and I don't know her, but I've spoken with her over the phone, and all of a sudden we connect and we start speaking over the phone, and we're going for like, I don't know, in this day and age with FaceTime and all that, how you can't FaceTime someone, but say we haven't seen each other or not, and we just speaking for like a month or two. You could actually develop feelings for this person.
You can. I agree.
Now, after we develop feelings and I finally see you and I'm like, damn, she's sexy as hell. That could be love at first sight because we already have a mental connection.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have that physical connection.
Okay.
So that's
I can understand that because like I said, Kevin and I, our first date, we spoke for 4 hours. That's a heavy connection. The first time we met, we spoke for 4 hours. That's an instant connection. Mm-hmm. And then, after that, like I said, it's been off to the races. So I think, like you said, no, I wasn't in love after the first conversation, but because we spoke so long and really got to know each other and stuff like that, like it happened fast.
Right, and that's that connection.
Right.
That you saw a different part of him that sometimes the physical stuff gets in the way. And when you sit there and say, all right, I have to be able to have a conversation. You know how I am. I have to be able to have a conversation.
Yes.
Like, I'm not the most jokey person at all. But I joke around once.
We laugh, but you not, yeah.
I'm not that jokey joke person. But there's people that can bring that out of you. So now say you're a person like me that's not a jokester, and you have someone that's always joking and fun. Now they bring that out of you, and you could bring some stuff out of them. So you balance each other off. And when you're balancing each other off and you're working at this and you're vibing, that's when you get that connection. And that's when you say, hold up, something's good here. Something's going on. Wow.
Jacqueline said, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
I'm not even
mean, Jacqueline? No, you're not. What does that mean? Elaborate for us. Let's go. Bro, why your face looks scary?
Oh, no, not your brother's never scared. But
she's laughing. Jacqueline, tell us what was going on.
When I first came to the Bronx East,
yes,
that's who I was with.
Oh, okay.
And
hi, Jacqueline.
But
she made you blush.
Nah.
Yes, she is.
Nah, but my thing is, yes, she knows me, and like I'm serious. I'm not the jokey person.
No.
Hello, Jackie.
No, you're not. Okay.
Happy belated birthday. But I can have fun with that right person. And that's it. Like I said, you got to have that balance. You got to get out there and understand what you're looking for and what that person is looking for, and then y'all work at it together.
That's true.
And
yes, my brother is a good man.
And when you have that balance, you understand what it is. So it's just funny. Like, I've dated a good number of young ladies, and
don't say.
And you just have to find that balance. That's it.
And you know what? I agree, because I am the jokey person. Are you? I laugh all the damn time. Like, so, I agree with that. Like, Kev, he plays too. He jokes too. But like, I did date someone who wasn't that jokey, but like you said, like, because I was always joking, he definitely started to, come along and play and joke like me, whatever, right, like that. He wasn't funny, but but wow, he did, like, like you said, you could bring that out of someone. And when you begin to love someone, I feel like when you begin to love someone, like, I feel like you pick up their habits anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, some of it rubs off. Mm-hmm. Because I have a friend that is very, very jokey. Mm-hmm. Could be very sarcastic. And when we hang out,
and jokey, sarcastic make you get punched in the face.
But when we hang out and she's joking and I'm joking, it's that fun. So, like I said, it's all about that balance and
connection.
That connection and what you're bringing to the table and what you're looking for. And I'll go back a couple of episodes where we were talking about relationships and things of that nature. To me, love is it's a simple thing. It's it's your willingness to sacrifice for that other person and do things that you ordinarily would not want to do. And don't beef about it. Don't complain about it. You riding with this person, this makes that person happy, but that person also has to be willing to do the same for you, because a relationship can't be one-sided. So, like I said, you got to have that yoke. So it's like we spoke about before. If you have a person that's a party animal, it's not ever going to work if they have like the choir boy that never wants to go out.
Right.
Or if you have a guy that's a freak and he wants to have sex every day, and you got a woman that wants to have sex once every other month, you're going to have a problem. Somebody's going to go out there and do their thing.
So Fantastic Black Widow said,
Fantastic Black Widow.
I like the name. Yes, it is love. Yes, it is. Love is complicated and also so simple at the same time. It takes patience and understanding both ways.
Right.
I agree.
Both ways. It's that communication. You can't say, and it goes back to our old conversations. I always told all my homegirls, Barbara, love does not hurt.
Nope.
If a person loves you, they're not going to try to hurt you. They're going to do everything in their power to make sure you're good. So if I'm a guy and I'm dating Sean and I know something I'm going to do is going to hurt her or bother her, I'm going out my way not to do it. Now, we're all human. I'm not going to say if a woman walks by and she's gorgeous, a dude isn't going to look at her. But it's a conversation I had with some of my coworkers before, and we were talking about flirting and stuff like that. You shouldn't do anything that you would have to hide from your spouse or your significant other.
Agree.
So if you know this is going to make that person uneasy, why do it? And I tell people, when you flirt with people, you open certain things up. Like, you may think it's harmless, but now I know how men are. I always tell my homegirls, like, yo, y'all are foolish. Y'all don't get it. You could tell a man, like, the simplest shit. Oh, I like your tie. She wants to bang me. So
that goes without saying.
Right.
That goes without saying.
So you gotta understand that, like, as a man,
they just said that means you're flirting with disaster.
right? That's what I'm saying.
I like flirting with disaster.
Like, I had a conversation with another homegirl, and I was telling her, like, we know some of the same people, and one of the people we were talking to, he always texts her. He always responds to her. I did a text. I got crickets. And I'm like, right. And I'm like, she's like, oh, but this guy never even met me. Blah, blah. That don't matter. He's a dude. You're a female. He probably thinks, oh, he heard your voice. He thinks you're sexy. Oh, I might could get at this. So you gotta watch how you maneuver, because men have a different brain, and women perceive things different sometimes. And when you're doing things lighthearted and you're not even thinking about this shit, this dude is sitting there saying, damn, well, if I do A, B, and C, she can get the D.
Yes, exactly.
That's it. So you may, as a woman, you may not even be looking at it like that. You're looking at it like, oh, well, that's just my friend. I'm being nice. We're cool. We conversing. And he's looking at it like, yeah, I'm conversing, but I'm conversing. So
yeah.
You're conversing. She's having conversation, making new friends, developing new interests. Meanwhile, you're trying to figure out how to remove significant pieces of clothing.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's kind of where we're at, because some people don't. That's like almost the entire purpose of having this podcast, to figure out the difference between the he said and the she said and the he wants to and the she ain't gonna.
Mm-hmm.
But now let me tell you, we'll go back. There's women, like I said, it's a whole new era. Women are just as bad as men. There's women out there that I could say, I like your hat. Oh, he wants to bang me. I like your hat. That's it. Like,
It's a hat.
Right, it's a hat.
Just a fucking hat.
Right. Or you tell somebody, damn, those shoes look nice on you. Oh, he's sweating me. Oh, I like your fucking shoes. Like, are you crazy?
Like your fucking shoes.
Right.
Right.
But that's real. It's real. It is real. And people don't understand that. So you gotta, it's hard sometimes, but you gotta try to balance and see what's going on and where people's heads are, where their minds are, because people have different agendas, and even within love, people have different agendas, because you can love somebody for a purely legitimate reason, and this person loves you because you may be nurturing to them, you may do for them, you may be a hot little light-skinned lady with a fat ass. It's a lot. So, or you may be a guy that every time you go out, you flip the bill, and a person likes that. So that's why when we're talking about love, you gotta understand what love is. And to me, love is compromise, love is sacrifice, love is caring and respecting a person. And I'm very high on respect. Like once the respect is gone, everything is gone.
Yeah.
It's nothing once the respect is gone. If I don't respect you or you don't respect me, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So let me ask a question. Barbara, when did you know it was love with Dave? What happened?
We went to Buffalo Wild Wings in Brooklyn. We were dating less than a month. Like something about him was all the way right. I was in the right place. I'd been like doing the hanging and banging thing for a couple of years, and I was past it. Which that was really good for me because I used to be like a serial like fall in love person. And then I really didn't. Like I actively did not fall in love. I went to therapy and kind of stuff like that. But to answer your question, we were in the mattress area of PC Richards near the Barclays Center.
That's so cute.
And I'm like, one of us said to the other, "You want to get arrested?" And
it was probably you.
No.
Don't real.
I am the weirdo in this relationship because I'm not. He's like more me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's Barbara 2.0.
He's downstairs in the den right now laughing his ass off because he's hearing this. And I just turned around and I was kind of like, you have love of my life written all over you, or love of the next 4 or 5 hours. Either way.
Either way, there's love coming up in here.
Yeah, no, all I need in the world is you and a pizza.
That's deep. Yeah,
but the thing is, over the last 8 years, I think that I've had pivotal moments where I totally fell more in love with him, or differently in love with him. Or instead of like being like the in love kind of a thing, like have deeper connection.
Do love change? So do love change? Like once you're in love, do it change like to like, you know, like you just said, there's a deeper connection. Like, is there like all these next levels? Do you think there's next levels to, you know, after you're in love?
I believe so. I believe, but it depends. It depends. Like, you could be in love with someone and your love changes. It could go from one type of love to like, I know people that they had a romantic love and now they have a friendly love. Mm-hmm. I know people that had a friendly love and now they have a lustful love. So it depends on like the situation, what you're looking for, how you're trying to do things, what do you see? And then we got Jackie that is asking, what does love have to do with it? And it's kind of what the
Tina Turner.
It's kind of what the podcast is about, love. But But did somebody just say, what is love?
No, that's King saying, what is that?
Oh, okay.
He's upstairs.
Oh, okay. Tell King it's love.
Right.
But like love is a very easy thing, but it's also a very hard thing. If that makes any sense.
It does.
Because love is easy if you work at it and you make it work. Love is also hard if you don't take the time to try to understand each other. Like I once told someone, you shouldn't have to beg for affection.
Nope.
You shouldn't have to beg to give affection.
Right.
Now, but even with that being said, everybody's level of affection and love and the way they feel and interact with each other is different. So I might be that touchy-feely person and run across somebody that's not that type of person. That don't mean they're a bad person. That don't even mean they don't have feelings for you. But you have to have that conversation and understand, all right, if we're going to deal with each other, we got to come to some understanding of what do you call it? Our
love
language.
Yeah, what our love language is.
Because I definitely agree with learning the love language.
Right.
That's important.
Right, because like I know my love language is very touchy-feely. When I'm with somebody, I'm with them. I like that togetherness. I like that clinginess. Now you gotta have your own space. We understand that. I ain't saying you gotta be up under somebody 365 days of the year, but I'm saying you have to have that balance.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was Leila saying today?
Learning to love others and love myself was the hardest thing I ever had to learn. Period.
Oh yeah.
Well, me and her had that discussion before too. And I send messages out to my kids every day, telling them like, you have to love yourself. You have to. If you can't love yourself, no one else can love you. So you have to learn, like, even talking about being in love and loving, if you don't love yourself first, you can't love no one else. So you have to learn to love yourself.
I agree.
And flaws and all. Like, I'm a stubborn bastard. But you didn't have to agree so quick, Sean. But
look, I love you. I love you for you.
We're with you.
But see, I'll admit, I know how to admit and say, yo, I'm stubborn. And certain shit I just won't take. But I'm also flexible enough to say, I understand everybody's not like me, so I have to learn to deal with others. But as Sean also knows, it's certain things like there's no coming back from. So if we're in a relationship and on any level I feel you disrespect me, there's no coming back. If we're in a relationship and I feel you cheated on, and I know, I can't say feel,
right,
but if I know you cheated on me, Sean always like, you're so cold. No, there's no forgiving, because you know what you're doing when you cheat on someone. It's not like
you don't accidentally fall
right.
on a date.
Right. I never walked down the block and fell in some.
I knew you were gonna say
never. I tried, but it has never happened.
Lord knows if you could, we would have all been doing it all day.
So that's my thing. Like me and Sean used to have this discussion all the time, and she's like, "But why? Things happen. People make mistakes." I'm like, "That's not a mistake. That's something you chose to do. If you go out there and you fuck with someone else, you did that because you wanted to do it. Whatever, I would rather you say, listen, this shit isn't working. I'm not happy. I want to go my way. You go your way. I can respect that. But I can't respect.
Yeah, that's absolutely me. I am the one person. I don't complain. I will do everything in my power every day. I will try really hard. I will cook every meal. I will make sure that everything I can think of is done. But the minute I feel like it's not the balance isn't there, no, that's when I open my mouth. And I'm pretty good about keeping things light.
Mm-hmm.
When the balance starts to become undone, I get to be, and I'm a crybaby, which really fucking annoys me.
Every time you say that, I don't believe it. Like, I cannot believe you're a crybaby.
Oh my! And you know me really, know me real well. But when it comes to, God bless you, when it comes to relationships, I'm such a fucking crybaby that I want to punch myself in the face. Like, get the fuck over it.
Right.
Right. But it's like, no, we can't get like 5 boxes of granola bars. Why? Yeah, I am so serious. And it's like not, because I'm like, if somebody punched me in the stomach in the subway, I would pop them right back and keep it pushing.
Right.
But you tell me, no, we can't get a 5th box of granola bars? I'm going to start to cry.
The granola bars.
Watch, I got another text.
Uh-oh. What's the text?
Someone said, when a person takes the other person for granted, also that's detrimental. Like you like the love could be lost just from that. Like if I'm constantly doing for you, and you're like, well, I know Wise to do it. I don't even got to worry about it. Like,
right.
All right, you could know Wise is going to do it, but should Wise always do it? Should Sean always do it? Should Barbara always do it? Like I said, it's that respect factor, and it's that we got to depend on each other, and we can't take advantage of each other. So the love is it's that connection, and like I said, it's all about the sacrifice and what are you willing to do for that other person, and are you willing to go above and beyond, and is that person willing to go above and beyond for you? And I'm one of those people also that I cannot, like, if we have an argument, I can't just be like, yeah, all right, whatever. Like, I have to come to a conclusion, and then we could go our separate ways or whatever. But it can't just be like up in the air. No, I gotta know what's going on, where we stand, how is this, how is that.
That same day? Because we talked about this.
Yes.
Me, I'm reflective, right? So if we have an argument, I'm reflective because I want to put me in check, right?
Right.
But you got to give me that space to do that. Like, I want to be able to come back maybe tomorrow, maybe 3, 4, 5 hours from now. And
that needs to be normalized.
Right. Like, I want to be able to come back and not talk about your mother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and see, this is what I'm saying. Now, you may be angry, but once you say something about my mother, it's a wrap.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. I feel like when two people argue, you should, like Barbara said, we should be able to normalize. You know what? Let's cool down and come back. And
even make an appointment to come back.
Right. Like,
no,
let's say, you know, we're not agreeing right now. You know, let's cool off and we'll come back and we'll figure this out. Mm-hmm. But I think people push and push and push. oh no, we gotta talk this out right now. We gotta. That's when
that's
talked about.
That's us people that feel you need closure. But if a person says, hold up, I can't do this right now. Could you give me a couple of hours and we'll come? Okay, that's cool. But I'm not giving you a couple of days. I'll give you a couple of hours. But it shouldn't take like a week to figure out how you feel and where you're headed.
No, I said the next day. Now, a week is crazy.
I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool with the next day, a couple of hours. But I don't like to leave things lingering. I like to get it over with. And you know, one of my major problems is I have that fuck it attitude. That word, fuck you, then bye. And
but if you take a step back and be reflective for a second, if you learn to take a step back and be reflective, then you really probably won't have the fuck it attitude. Because you're being reflective, like, you know what? This is, you know what I'm saying? This happened, you know, maybe I didn't handle this right. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? And then you can kind of, because I think the fuck it attitude is a defense mechanism.
I used to have the attitude.
It is.
You said what, Barbara?
I used to have the fuck it attitude. And I was a crybaby baby. I'd have a fucking attitude.
You had a fucking attitude and a crybaby?
Yeah, I know. So sucky, so stupid. The fucking attitude, crying like a fucking bunny in the fucking penguin in the Bugs Bunny cartoon. Yeah, no, not a good look. Not a good look.
Yeah, you know. So Layla says, when me and Day argue, I have to deal with the problem right away, but he needs to take space and time to compartmentalize the situation. So we have to compromise with each other. You know what I believe in? I believe in you shouldn't go to bed angry. And
I think that's bullshit.
You really shouldn't go to bed. You think it's bullshit to go to bed angry or not go to bed angry?
If you need to go to bed angry, go to bed angry. I think that's bad advice. It's like, you know what? Take your time and process it correctly.
Right. I agree with that. But I also think I do think, you know why? When I adopted that, I was with my son's father and he was a cop. And we developed that only because it was like, you know, we could go to bed angry, you could get up in the morning and go to work and get shot, and then we just mad, you know what I'm saying, at whatever, and we didn't get the chance to talk about it. So that's where that comes through for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole tomorrow's not promised kind of thought. That's why I developed that, along with the fact that, you know, he was in law enforcement. So it was kind of like, you know what, you know, like he always would say, like, you know, let's talk about it. You know, let's get it off our chest and talk about it.
But see, my thing with that is like even the going to bed angry, I'm not gonna say you can't go to bed angry, but I feel we can't go to bed and you're so angry you like, oh, go lay in the other room, and no, we're not doing all that. And then on top of that, like, conversation is very necessary, but like you said, sometimes you got to step away from a person, because once again, like I said, if you say something about my mama, we got a problem.
What you said, Barbara?
You guys are so emotionally healthy. For like a week.
Let me tell you, I'm emotionally happy because it took me years. Healthy. I mean, I'm emotionally healthy because it took me years to figure certain things out.
It took me some time too. I'm not gonna lie.
And I also understand myself. Like I said, I know who I am. I know I could be a stubborn bitch sometimes. So, like, and I know I'm quick to be like,
fuck it.
I don't care. Fuck everybody. Fuck everything.
Yeah, he do.
So, like, at the end of the day, because I feel I give my all. So if I'm giving my all to you, and you can't, if I'm giving you 100 and you can't give me 60, fuck you.
Wait, but listen, just because you argue or disagree don't mean that person is not giving their all.
No, no.
Just because, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't mean, and I used to have this in my mind too. And you know, when you learn yourself, you kind of think. I used to always think, you know, an argument means we're about to break up. And like it was just like, come on, Sean, like every time you argue don't mean you about to break up. You know what I'm saying? And I had to kind of talk myself through that feelings of, you know, things. So that's why for me, you know, me being emotionally healthy, I had to, you know, take some of those thoughts out my head as far as stuff like that. You know, just because you disagree don't mean the person hates you, don't mean that everybody, two people ain't always gonna damn it agree.
But see, you could have an argument, you could have a disagreement, but where it doesn't work is where it becomes disrespectful.
Right.
There's a difference.
No name calling. No name calling.
Right. There's a difference with us having a disagreement or argument and you being disrespectful.
Right.
Because to me, it's no coming back from that. I feel you said what you really felt, and people, oh, I was just angry. I was just no. That's the fuck what you meant. Don't try to change it up now. That's where your heart was.
Right.
And so you let me know how you truly felt about me because you were angry and now everything came out. So now fuck you.
Oh, Jesus.
The person that I had a real relationship, the last real relationship I had before Dave, every fight we had, he broke up with me. Every fight over almost 3 years, he broke up with me. And
that can become annoying.
It was for a half hour. Sometimes, one time it was for like 3 months. But
you wouldn't have came back after 3 months if it took you. Bye. I'm already dating after 3.
You know what? Finally, we went to couples therapy.
Okay.
We went to one couples therapist, and she was kind of like, dude, I don't really know you, but from everything she just explained, you alone are the problem. So we went to a different couples therapist who was a guy, and the guy was kind of like, the next time you guys have an argument, I need you to take a 12-month break. And we had an argument like about 3 weeks later, and I was just like, you know what? I need the 12-month break. And the 12-month break is year 11 now. He has tried to come back about 9 times.
Yeah, no. You're not going to keep breaking up with me. That's stupid.
Well, I have never, ever went back to a person that I broke up with or broke up with.
No, this was the modus operandi. And he was the person who told me that I was love at first sight. That he actually saw my picture on a dating site that he didn't belong to. He joined the dating site so he could find me and meet me. I'm not even kidding. I'm not making it up. I'm not like sprinkling fairy dust on myself. This is legit. This is what I was told. And then he would break up with me to go look for someone better, not find that person, and come back and be like, I can't find anybody better. But then like send huge flower arrangements, buy extravagant fucking gifts, and like it was just, you know what? It was just so toxic. And I have no doubt that there was some element of love there, but I was like so glad to be rid of it. And it was like it was my son's 21st birthday, and I had something planned. And he was like, call the restaurant, change the reservation. I'm like, no, He goes, come on, we're in the middle of
Change
something.
it for what?
I'm like, no, it's my kid's 21st birthday. I'm not staying in your apartment and putting together a show.
He's out the door.
Mm.
And I'm like, no, I was like, I'm going to get my kid. We're taking him out to dinner for his birthday. Please follow her, get out of the fucking way.
Pretty much.
Like,
And I'm a firm believer in you broke up for a reason.
Yes.
You don't just break up to break up. Like you broke up for so if we're broken up, we could be friends, we could be cool. I don't want to sleep with you no more.
Right.
Some people I don't even want to talk to you no more.
Well, me, I don't understand. I really personally don't. That's me. I don't personally understand people who are friends with all their damn exes. If we don't have kids, you died. And when I was crying while we was breaking up, I was at the funeral. I do not like. Why am I friends with all my exes? That's dumb to me.
I am friends with one guy that I dated. And I am loosely friends with one ex-husband because he's really been through it.
But y'all had a kid.
But all right, let me give you.
He wasn't part of the kid's life for the first 25 years.
Let me give you the explanation about that, Sean.
Go ahead.
I feel you should be able to be friends with everybody. If it was nothing talk like we're not hanging out, we're not going out and chill, but if we could be, it's just you're cordial to everybody. Like
I have enough friends. I don't need my man to turn into my friend. Like I just don't like why are we now from lovers to friends? Not only that, I really believe, honestly, I feel like that can cause issues in your next relationship because you have this love for this person, right? And now you broke up, y'all remain friends. You know, when you start reflecting and all this other stuff and people start reflecting, you might, you know what, maybe we shouldn't have broke up. But now you went, like, I just think it just causes issues.
But what are you reflecting about?
Getting back to what Wise said before. Guys don't know how to handle that. You being friends.
That's not true. That's not true. Jacqueline is up there, right?
Jacqueline is up there.
You can ask her.
Y'all dated and now y'all friends.
Since we have never slept together, never talked about sleeping together since we've been just how's your kids? How's your kids? That's it. If you're real with it, it's nothing else. Like I'm not trying to go to a house and sleep with her. It's nothing like that. It's just like how's you and your family? How's you and your family? Because like I told you before, you broke up for a reason.
Agreed.
You broke up because it's broken.
Right. So why would I'm not crazy glue. So why would I try to fix what's broken? Like, no.
Not crazy glue.
I understand that. I understand better. Like, I'm not going to go into details, but certain situations, like, you could have tried. All right. I see this shit just isn't working. We're not a good couple. You're a nice person, though. I wish you well. I don't ever want to see no harm come to you. So if you want to be a Facebook friend with me, yeah, cool. But we're not going out and get crumpets and tea.
I don't want to be, you know, like I don't know. I just my cutoff game in situations is real.
Hold up, who are you talking about cutoff game?
You already, I know.
You know my cutoff game, and I know your cutoff game. But what I'm saying, I'm gonna give you another example.
I'm listening.
Your old boo, the glasses that was a assistant principal. I'm not even gonna blow up their name.
I know. Okay.
The corny dude. But
You went there.
Look. You see how my cutoff game is? I had to be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
But
Oh, that guy.
but he still reaches out to you from time to time, right?
Yes.
And you wouldn't
On
be
Facebook. On Facebook.
right, on Facebook, but you wouldn't be disrespectful. Yeah, how you doing? How's the family? And you keep it pushing.
He used to go hard on Facebook. You know.
Yeah, but you know he's corny. We know what's up. You wouldn't even let him sniff your panties. So we already know what's up with that.
No, I wouldn't actually.
Right. So, and even if you wasn't with Kev, he had no chance. Because you understood.
Because he didn't have a chance before Kev.
Right, because that's what I'm saying. Because you understood what he was about. And this is what I'm saying. If you understand what that person's about, we could be cool. It's never gonna be nothing else. You don't even get Willie Hart anymore. I'm sorry. Like, go ahead. It's cool.
Did he say Willie?
That's it. That's it. So I'm just saying. So on that level, you understand.
Out of drink.
So on that level, you understand. Like, nah, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's just to me, it's just common courtesy, decency. We had something at one time, so I'm not gonna disrespect you. Now, if I felt you disrespected me, then fuck you. We can never speak again, whatever. But if we just didn't work, all right. Sometimes shit don't work. Sometimes you buy a pair of pants and they don't fit, and you got to return them, motherfuckers.
Return the sender.
Right. So that's what you do with your ex. Return.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But I also just, like I said, I guess for me, it's just like you know what? I guess the dynamics of me and Corny X, that's what we're going to now on Corny X.
Yes.
Corny X. Me and Corny X, like, I guess the dynamic was so different. Like, you know, and, you know, like, I guess that's why we still friends. But, you know, that's my only ex. That's my friend.
Right.
Like, other than that, I mean, I had an ex before Kev came along too, and he wanted to follow my daycare page and my children. I was like, everybody block him right now. He died. Like, what the heck? What
not to name names, but
you say what?
Not to name names.
Right. Like he just
that's a little weird. That's very weird.
You're not gonna follow me because you know I'm gonna curse you out. So you tried to follow my daycare to see what I'm doing, and you tried to follow my kids. Like,
I'm trying to understand what is return.
Return, boo. Oh, she's saying return.
Return.
Go back to where you came
from. She said her only ex she connect with is Wise. Because my brother is just so sweet.
No, there's a few that will not say I'm sweet. You know that too.
What?
There's a few that won't say I'm sweet.
Of course not.
Because we've been walking and we've walked past some people like they didn't even exist. After they be like, "Hi, Wise." Fuck you talking to? But there's a reason for that.
Of course it is.
So if you give me that reason, like my friend says,
she says,
I give the energy that I get.
Agreed.
So if you're a cool person and you treat me right, like I said, sometimes things just don't work. But I want you to succeed in life. I want you to do well. And I would hope you want the same thing with me. Like Jackie, I always told her, you could cook your ass off, open up a restaurant. I want her to succeed with that. I tell people, you treat people not the way you want to be treated, but the way they treat you.
I agree with that.
And it's accordingly. My homegirl tells me that all the time. I treat motherfuckers accordingly.
I agree. Layla said, ain't no reason to be friendly with everybody. Save your energy for those who matter.
Right? No, that's true.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Thanks, Layla.
That's true. Layla tell you. That's why every day, like I said, I send them their little text, tell them how great they are, how wonderful they are, and stuff. Because you give the energy to the people that give you that energy. So that's what it is. And that's it's even the same way in love. In love, and if like I'll go back to, if a person truly loves you, it's nothing they're gonna do to try to hurt you. They'll give their all because they know, all right, Sean really likes this. She really needs this. Like when Kev came around and he saw you with all the kids, and you saw his, y'all worked to integrate that and to make that work. So that was that connection. Like you connected to King right away.
That's because that's my baby.
Right. So that's what you work at, and that's what you have to make succeed, and what you have to do so you can have that type of relationship you want.
My daughter's stalking me. I'm sorry. She won't.
No, it's all good.
She won't
It's
stop
all good.
following me. Okay.
Somebody said they gave you lots of energy.
Watching.
Exactly.
7:30 on Wednesday.
I told her.
Get it together.
Oh, my niece
We found out who was really watching last episode. Did we find out who was really watching?
Oh, yes.
Yes, we did. And if you're watching again, hi there. I'm living everybody's best life, just so you know.
Yeah.
All right, back to the show.
That was a commercial.
This commercial was brought to you by Barbara's Best Motherfucking Life. But anyway.
Okay. So we are at our hour. What are we doing, guys?
Are we
closing? We saying our last moments? What are we doing?
Whatever you guys want to do.
Let's keep it for 15 more.
15 more minutes.
15 more
it up at 8:45.
Okay.
Does that work for our viewership? I think that it does.
That what?
That works. That works. And we all need love. We all want love. But we all don't understand what love is. So, like, some people's idea of love is control. Some people's idea of love is manipulation. Some people's idea of love is, how could I put this one? Where they need to be babied and taken care of. And some people's idea of love is just, I don't know what I'm doing, but I have somebody sleeping next to me every day.
Go along the way with me until I.
Oh yeah, I'm happy.
You know what I think? That's why it's so important. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. I did not know about love language and all that other stuff. I knew there was a book out, but I didn't really until I got engaged. Mm-hmm. And I really do believe that the love language is important. Like, it is so important because, we are out here loving the way we love and sometimes not the way the person needs to be loved.
Right.
So that's why I think everybody who's in a relationship, y'all take the love language test. It's amazing. You and your mate can take it online. I did it. And y'all tell each other your results. And then y'all will know how each other needs to be loved.
That's the biggest thing. It's not, does the person you love have the kind of, do you have the kind of love that they can receive?
Exactly.
Because if they can't, like, this is, my love now is different than any other love I had. I'm a happy person. I'm with a happy person. And we're happy people. There's minimal drama. Whereas Days of Our Lives had nothing on me when I was married. And but we're pretty much like, we make jokes. We do things that neither one of us would have ever done with anybody else. Like, he's like, I want to paint the shed camouflage. Cool. I'm going to paint the concrete next to the shed to match. Cool. We're going to do that. Because, like, he's my weirdo. I can be as weird as I want to be.
But see, that's beautiful. You just said the magic word. He's your weirdo. It's not about what anybody else thinks, what anybody else cares about. It's what you guys, how you guys connect. And as long as that connection is positive and it's not detrimental, that's all that matters. Like, over the last, I'll say 15, 20 years, the way I love has changed. So I think I have become hardened over the years.
Take your love language test and then come back on the next podcast.
Oh, but see, I know my love language.
What is your love language? Physical touch? Did you take the test?
No, I didn't have to take the test.
We're going to do that. Our next episode is going to be love language. And we're going to, like, take the test live.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you would like to take your love language test live
with us,
hit us up, and we will have a co-host for the next episode, and we will also have a listener do their love language quiz with us. And we won't give you any shade, and we will be polite, and we will exercise manners and decorum. We will help you in real time to learn what your love language is. Because
that's important. That's important.
No, that's important. But what I was saying is sometimes different relationships you're in harden you. Okay. And it makes you look at people in a certain way. Mm-hmm. And sorry, Jackie, my last few relationships made me look at people in a much different way. And that's it. Like, I'm like I said, now you know how I am. I'm on it like, yo, I'm not taking what? Fuck, you get out of here. Jump off the tallest bridge. Like, it is what it is. And it's like, I will not allow anything. So I'm working on it, but you got to understand.
This is why, bro, this is why you should take your love language test live.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to all take our love language test live. I love this idea. We're going to take this live so we can actually go and, do it right.
We got it. So we'll take it live in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Whoever want to take the love language test live with us, let's do it.
Yep. If you're going to take the love language test with us, let us know. Hit us up. Tell us why you think that you are the one or one of the ones. And we'll do it. And you don't know. Maybe when you're taking the love language, somebody will see you and think, that's what I want. I want somebody that loves me like that.
Yes.
Everybody wants someone that loves them like that.
No, but it's different. It's different. Like it's different ways people want to be loved. Like, just like, you might want somebody who's touchy feely. Somebody might think you smothering them if you touching on them and all that other stuff. Like, it's just so different,
Right.
Well, I am not a physically touchy person. I've had this conversation like in deep, intimate girlfriend talks with Sean. Like, if I don't know you really, really well, I will hug you at a social event, but do not randomly touch me. I am.
Even with that, people shouldn't randomly touch you anyway. Like, that's kind of weird. Like, no, don't. Like, even me, if I'm in a relationship, but if I don't know you, first of all, I'm not even talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right with him.
But if I don't know you, don't grab. Like I said, it's not about looks. It's not about. I don't know you, so it's no need for us to be touchy feely. It's no need for us to have a long conversation. If you're Sean's friend, you're Sean's friend. You don't got to know me, and that's how I've always been. So,
yeah, he has been.
Like I said, I'm working on me.
But this is why, bro, we're gonna take the love language test live.
But your love language don't change who you are.
No, it does not.
It doesn't change who you are. That goes without saying. It does not change who you are. You won't wake up and be a different person the next day. But you might understand
why you are icebox.
He is not an icebox. That is the myth that we seek to dispel. The podcast ends the day after we dispel that myth.
No, see, I can't even say nothing about it because I've kind of showed her that she's right. But I'm an icebox with reason, so I don't think I'm an icebox.
Let it go. Let it go. I'm gonna turn into Elsa on your ass.
If you give a person a reason, they have the right to be like that. Like, I'm sorry.
Bro, you cannot take what others did in your new situation.
Oh no. You don't.
Everybody's not that person.
No, you don't take you don't take your old shit and bring it into your new shit. But you learn from your old shit and don't allow it in your new shit.
Agreed.
Right. Now, like I said, I become icebox when
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline
said you ain't no icebox.
That was then.
Right. Jacqueline, I beg to differ.
But
he's a sweetheart. Agreed.
Yes.
Sweetheart. My brother is a sweetheart. But he has icebox tendencies.
Right. And like I said, that's when people bring it out of you. I'm not very forgiving. And I feel you shouldn't be forgiving. Because people know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's like if a person walk up and smack the shit out of you. They didn't do it by mistake. They knew exactly what they was doing.
They might have thought you was somebody else.
And you might have thought you have to pick yourself up.
They were just going to fall in, and that didn't happen, so they just beat you senseless.
Right. No, that doesn't work. There's only one wise. Well, there's a few wises now, but I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah, because you got a...
You have a gaggle.
5 little wises.
Yeah, I got 5, and then three grandbabies. So
right. So the wise crew.
Your grandbabies are cute.
Thank you.
Really, really cute.
Thank you.
And I got 2 on the way. I'm so excited. Did y'all see?
So that's going to be 4.
He's going to breed.
I'm about to have 3 and 4. Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Catching up. Well,
Yes.
no, you passed for me.
I'll pass you.
Right.
Prayerfully in January, I'll pass you.
Okay.
So
It is 8:45, and we have come to the end of this episode. And I thank my co-host, Wise, and Mrs. Sean Williams. And we're going to do love languages in 2 weeks. It's going to be a Pink Flags live event.
contact us on Pink Flags and tell us you want to do the love language test.
Yeah,
So we'll
tell us.
Yes, we will.
And thank everyone for checking in.
Thank you,
Yes.
guys.
Thank you.
Love you all. It's always fun, ladies.
2 weeks.
Listen.
Bye-bye.
God bless and good night.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Good night, guys.
All right, later, y'all.
Good night.